The engine that was donated that you'll see inside, some of you may have already seen it, some of you maybe not, that was made possible due to AEP. And Dr. Veazey mentioned all the support AEP has given us. I'd like to also reiterate how much support they give us, and specifically Andrew Gates. He's been at one point a part of our program and continues to be a supporter of our program. So thank you very much, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
And in 2013, Dr. Veazey touched a little bit on the Mississippi River Transportation, Distribution, and Logistics Consortium. In 2013, that allowed us the opportunity to receive the grant that Dr. Veazey had mentioned, $2.3 million in grant funds that made this possible today. We are one of 9 colleges in that consortium. We work closely with other consortium members. The goal of that money was to expand, develop, and improve transportation, distribution, and logistics programs. Fortunately, due to the vision of Dr. Veazey and the leadership at West Kentucky Community and Technical College, we had a little bit of a head start. Our program had already started. We'd already had it developed, but it was still in its infancy as far as our logistics and marine programs. So we've devoted our efforts to not so much development, but improvement of our curriculum, improvement of our content, and expanding our program and marketing that program across the country. Those grant funds have been the spark needed to ignite our growth in our program. Since receiving that grant in October of 2013, our grant-affected programs have touched nearly 700 students. And actually, our classes start next week. We will probably be over 700 students. So that's quite an achievement, and we are just getting started. The goal of our programs are simple: provide students with the education and training needed to make them successful in their chosen fields, and ensure the education and training we provide is what the industry needs to continue their growth and success. The Inland Logistics and Marine Institute houses both the marine and logistics programs. The marine program is led by Captain Stan Wallace, who is the program coordinator for our marine degree programs, and Captain Steve Hearn, marine training specialist, who is responsible for providing customized training to the local river industry. Both Stan and Steve are retired from the U.S. Coast Guard, and between them bring over 60 years of experience as professional mariners. The logistics program is led by myself. My background includes over 26 years in the transportation industry, specifically in the air freight and trucking industry, working as a ramp agent, manager, senior manager, overseeing aircraft, trucking, pickup and delivery in Columbus, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, Kansas City, Missouri, and Paducah. In addition, we have support staff that includes Melissa Alcock. She's a senior administrative assistant who assists us in our grant compliance and student enrollment. And course designer John Walker, who produces original video content for our online programs. Things you're going to see in the building are obviously traditional classrooms that are used for specialized workforce training. A radar lab where members of the marine industry can train on the latest electronic chart and radar equipment. A diesel lab where students can experience hands-on training with large diesel engines, and a studio utilized to improve our online content, making it more informative and more engaging to the student. West Kentucky Community and Technical College is at the forefront of the future of education. Not only are we enhancing our online learning experience through improved content, but we're converting our class offerings to learn on demand, which allows students more freedom in the start and end time of their coursework. We have formed articulation agreements with Murray State University, where a student, after completing his 2-year Associate in Applied Science in Logistics and Operations Management, can transfer directly into Murray State's 4-year Logistics and Supply Chain Management degree. We are working closely with other community colleges so that their students can utilize our programs to gain the same education as we offer. We've offered logistics as dual credit to a high school in Bullock County, Kentucky, which is housed in the center of a concentration of distribution and warehouse facilities in Kentucky, right outside of Louisville. We hope to continue to expand these alliances, making the Inland Logistics and Marine Institute known as a premier education provider serving the transportation, distribution, and warehousing industry, not just in Kentucky, but nationally. I often define logistics to my students as the right product at the right time in the right place. With Paducah being the nation's northernmost ice-free river port, located at a strategic point on the inland river system, and home to the largest flat-top crane in North America, the expansion of the Panama Canal currently at 90%, Ingram Barge's recent test of moving containerized freight via barge, and hopefully a future that includes Paducah as being designated a foreign trade zone, the Inland Logistics and Marine Institute is offering the right programs at the right place and at the right time. Thank you.